Once upon a time, there was a cabin in the woods. It was a small, rustic cabin that had been built by a family many years ago. The cabin was surrounded by tall trees and a babbling brook that flowed nearby. One summer, a group of friends decided to rent the cabin for a weekend getaway. They were excited to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy some peace and quiet in nature. As they arrived at the cabin, they noticed that something was off. The door was slightly ajar, and there was a strange smell coming from inside. They cautiously entered the cabin, only to find that it had been ransacked. The furniture was overturned, the windows were broken, and there were strange symbols painted on the walls. The friends were terrified, but they decided to stay and investigate. As they searched the cabin, they found a journal hidden under one of the floorboards. It belonged to the family who had built the cabin, and it contained disturbing entries about strange occurrences in the woods. The family had written about hearing strange noises at night, seeing shadowy figures lurking in the trees, and feeling like they were being watched. They had even written about a ritual that they had performed to ward off evil spirits. The friends realized that they were not alone in the woods. They were being watched by something sinister. As night fell, they heard strange noises outside the cabin. They could hear footsteps approaching and whispers in the darkness. Suddenly, the cabin was plunged into darkness. The friends could hear the sound of something scratching at the door. They huddled together in fear, praying that whatever was outside would go away. But it didn't. The scratching continued, getting louder and more frantic. The friends could hear something breathing heavily outside. They knew that they had to do something or be trapped forever. One of them bravely grabbed a flashlight and opened the door. They shone the light into the darkness, only to see a pair of glowing eyes staring back at them. They quickly shut the door and barricaded it with furniture. As the night wore on, the friends huddled together in fear, waiting for dawn to come. When morning finally arrived, they fled the cabin and never looked back. From that day on, the cabin in the woods remained abandoned. The friends never spoke of their terrifying experience, but they knew that they had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death.